And welcome back. I am Wombat John. This is Casual Vibrant Hardcore, world number 1, part number 12, day number 30 something, where I am playing vanilla bedrock hardcore on an Xbox with vibrant visuals enabled until I die. Then I start it all again. Day number 37. Cool. As you can see, we are in the village we were in last week, and that is because we are collecting villagers for the new trading hall. Now I need to get my bearings, figure out which way is which. Is that sun going up? That sun is going up. Nice. Which way is home? I think it's that way. Let's have a look at the coordinates. Yeah, home is roughly in that direction, which means we are going to need to transport our villagers this way. I heard a spider. Yes. Okay. What we are going to do is survey the land and figure out how we're going to get our villagers from here to over here, and I think it is going to be by boat, and because I have absolutely no interest in dragging boats uphill, we're probably going to have to dig a path across here from about that level, which let's just have a quick check. We are on 67, so we need to get the land down to 67 all across this way. We are in for a time. We are in for a time. I think this is the way we need to go. That looks about right. Why is that number going up? Oh, okay. I don't know that I've seen that in this world before. Ooh, maybe we're on the wrong side of this hill. Let's go have a look this way, steering clear of that. Although we are well clear of that, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I think we are. Ooh, don't like it when the game does that. Okay, I think we are over there. A long way over there. Right. Gonna keep having a look around just to make sure we know where we are. Yeah. This is what you get when you watch a less than professional Minecraft player play Minecraft. Okay, we got, aha, I think. Oh man. So how's your week been? My week has been more of the usual. No. I'm going to eat some food. I'm also going to try and figure out the way to that village by boat. Have I seen this before? I don't know. Probably should make more notes as I do this stuff. But this village does seem to be a lot further away than I thought it was. I thought it was maybe 500-ish blocks away, but it's closer to 1,000-ish blocks away. Can I see something over there? Oh, I'm really lost. And that's speaking as somebody who has coordinates on and who has built his base at 0, 0, and I am still lost. Okay, whatever we're looking for, the village is over that way. We will remember that. And to this point, that village is accessible via that piece of water. Which looks like it might be accessible. I think we're getting close. Looks like that water does come around to the base, which I think is getting closer. This terrain still doesn't look familiar. This is still not familiar. I am beginning to think, no, this has to be the same world I was playing last time. But where is... really does feel different and wrong and very unfamiliar. Wait, what's this? No, of course not. But the numbers are suggesting that I'm going to find something over here, which doesn't feel all that okay. Found the base. At least I found my birch plantation. Right. Sun is going down. Base entrance is just over here, so we are going to head into the base for the night. I found a torch. This is officially civilization. And come over here, come down here past our navigation device. This is 0, 0. Woohoo. Now let's go to sleep. We should be able to go to sleep in a couple of minutes. In the morning, we'll build ourselves a boat and find the boat way back to that village and start work on doing something with that village. Let's do a harvest of sugarcane, what little sugarcane there is, using my special sugarcane farm technique, which is the sugarcane is very constrained so that when you cut it down, speaking of constrained, Can't have that. Okay. Now that should be grown up to the proper height. We'll put our sugarcane away. I have a boat. Nice. Let's put some of this other junk away. Really don't know what I'm going to do with a saddle. I'm not a saddle person. Potato, I think, is going to be a potato farm at some point. Lots of obsidian, not quite enough. What's that? Oh, nautilus shell. Right, what's in here? Yeah, I'll chuck that in there as well. And put that away. One of these is gravel, I think. That is gravel. I'll chuck the gravel away. We don't need that. Have a quick look at the various. Lava farm is full. This thing has a single chest. What are they doing with my lava buckets? Where are my lava buckets? We're not getting to them, that's what's happening. Okay, so let's... And these things are... Yeah, not entirely sure about how useful these things are. Very slow, and possibly they go too far. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to bed. In the morning, just have a look. Before we go to bed, we'll make what we're going to need for the rest of our adventure, and that is going to be as many shovels as possible. Because I expect to be digging through all of the dirt. Not just some of it, but all of it. Okay, bedtime in the morning. Let's go jump in the boat, find our way back to that village. And we jump on the boat on the other side of this. And let's do our boating from down here. I saw something bouncing around there. What was it? Don't know. Okay, boating gets done from down here. We will mark our dock with 2 torches. And we will also keep torching along the way. Like this. So that is going to give us some idea of which way is home. Where's the torch from there? I'll put a torch here. The idea is putting down torches that can be seen from the previous torch. That one's there, so maybe here. I think that's about right. And can we see that from back this way? Yes, just. Which means the next torch is going to go right here. And I am beginning to think that this water may not go the way I need it to go. I'll be acting for a world of pain if this isn't doing what I think, or what I hope it's doing. Okay, still going. we can see that from maybe here. Although this is a fairly straightforward bit of water. Not going to be too tricky. Can we see that? Yes, we can. And keep going this way. That looked like a salmon. That would definitely look like a salmon. Can we see that previous torch? Yes, we can. So this one actually goes there, and we need to pick this one up again. Oh, come on, you're making me get out of the boat. Jeez. Fine, I'll get back out of the boat, get back in the boat and keep going. That was there. Next one's going to be up here somewhere. It is official. This water is not going the way I need it to go. Oh. This is going to be a something episode. I have just noticed something. These numbers are entirely wrong. Okay. I'm going to have a look around this corner. Decide that that is not what I need. Damn it. Decide that is also not what I need. Little waterfall there. Come on. Focus. This way. Okay. Well. Let's go back. This has been a complete waste of time. Because I'm not finding the way. I think in the process of finding our way back from the village, I got slightly lost, slightly turned around, because this is not the way. So let's retrace our steps, get out of the boat, go up the, maybe go up the hill. I don't know. I do not know. For now we just need to get back to a known terrain, which is the base. So we just follow the torches. Should be another one up ahead. That's it there. Go to this torch, then we see the next torch, which is somewhere over here, I think. But there it is. Go to this torch, and we see the next torch, which is going to be over here. And so on. Now this has brought us to this torch, which is the last torch before the dock over here. So let's jump out of the boat, pick up the boat. Notice the sun is uncomfortably low. Remember that when we found our base, we were up there somewhere. So, I think we've got enough time to have a quick look up there, just to see where the water we found, where the water we were travelling on was. Found. Following. The water we were following. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not that one. That was not the water. Oh, that's very sad. Because I'm reasonably sure that the water over here, or when I say over here I mean down here, once we look down over this bit, that water I'm pretty sure did not meet up with the other water, unless it did. Unless it did. Where's the sun? We got time. There's the sun. Pretty sure that water doesn't meet up. Let's have our mad run back to the base, which is definitely a mad run at the moment, given the terrain we are currently trying to traverse at speed. I think we're going to survive for now. Yep, here we go. And sun is going down once more, so we will head inside once more, wait a moment to go to sleep once more, have a look at what's in the furnaces. Nothing and nothing. Go to sleep if it will let us. No, we can't go to sleep yet. We still can't go to sleep. I reckon we should be able to go to sleep now. Yes, go to sleep. Alright, now here is this piece of water, which I'm pretty sure I looked at last week. Pretty sure I dismissed it last week, because coming around over here, I don't think there is a way through. Certainly doesn't look like a way through. Wait, was this the way through? Or is this a dead end? That's interesting. Was this the way through? Have I got any resource? Not particularly. That does not seem to go anywhere sea level. Oh man. So there is no way through here. Correct. There is no way through here. And to the best of my knowledge, there was no way through this little hole over here. There is sky visible, but I think that's a hole in the wall up there somewhere, not at water level. Our way through there. I am coming to the belief that I don't know how to get to that water. Okay. There is the extreme, and I am talking extreme plan B, which is a tunnel at level 67 in that direction. But that has to be a 2-block wide tunnel, so we can drag a boat through it. That is not what we want to do. We want to get stuff coming down through there. Okay. Don't look at me like that. You knew what you were in for when you turned up. This is the sort of stuff you get. And if you are the viewer, this is the sort of stuff you like, apparently. It does entertain me a little bit when various broadcasty things sort of suggest that, oh yeah, I don't have any viewers, so I will refer to my viewership as the viewer, and I believe I can do that unironically. There is only one viewer out there. Hi Bunsey. And that is an Enderman. So how do I get down to there from way over there? It sounded so simple at the start of the episode today. Let's get some villagers over to base so we can build our villager breeder, so we can build a trading hall, so we can start getting decent gear. We're at level 101, 3, 5. We are well above the level of the village. We are lost in the woods, I think. We are heading in the right direction for the village. So what the idea is, keep going this way until we see water, and then figure out what that water is. And oh, this is a very long way. This is a very, very long way. I was thinking that we find a water level and just tunnel from that. Is that a village up there? That's a village. What the hell am I doing way over there then? Yeah, that is a village. That is considerably closer than where I was at the start of today's episode. Okay, Now we have villages at level 105. Or up here. Okay, first things first. We have been here before, which is no reason to let them have their chest. Am I carrying a pile of dirt? Yes, I am. Excellent. So, folks, it is time to go to bed. And that looks like we've got 2 of them in here. Perfect. Now, having done that, we will put a pile of torches around this building, which is to be designated our sleep area for the current project. Close that door. What was that sound? Don't know. Where's the sun? Sun is over there and going down. That's okay. Now, our locked in villages are over here in this building, which means we need to transport in this direction. Okay, it's a tunneling time. And that's it for this. Well, that's it for the interesting part of this episode, if you can call what has happened interesting. All we've got left is tunneling. Your only hope for anything interesting is for when the dirt runs out and we have to switch to a pickaxe, and we're going to be going slow. We'll leave the pickaxe for later if we can. We need a torch and we have run out of dirt, so let's get pickaxing. Right. And just remember, YouTube is letting this channel live while at the same time killing channels that actually have viewers. But this channel persists, this channel survives. Don't you think that's wrong? Although one way to look at it is, could be said that this channel is distracting the algorithm from another more worthy channel. Maybe that other more worthy channel will live just a little bit longer if the algorithm is looking at this channel thinking, what the hell am I going to do about this nonsense? So, effectively, this is my duty. I am here defending channels that are probably worthy of slightly more viewers than this one, which doesn't say much. We can put down a torch and keep going. Yikes, that's bright. Now, by my rough calculations, we only have something like 300 more blocks to go, which is 300 times 4, 1200 blocks to dig out, which is 1200 divided by 64 is, oh God, I don't know. That is more than I can carry. So at some point I'm going to have to turn back, unload my pocket. No, I don't have to turn back and unload pockets because I have a secret weapon. I have a chest. One chest. Oh, I must have put the rest away. Torch. Keep going. Oh, here's my secret weapon. Here's my problem. Here is where everything falls apart. I'm not going to have enough picks if there's a lot of stone in this tunnel. Oh, iron. Yes, please. Oh, Enderman. No thanks. Okay. We shall continue with the tunnel. And I'm thinking it would be wise to switch over to the stone pickaxes before this one runs out, just in case I find something that needs iron tools like diamonds, perhaps. Just sealing that off to keep the tunnel integrity. Yep, that's good. Okay, now is the time to switch over. Don't have any wood on me, do I? So I can't. Ooh, I can. But I don't need to. No, don't have enough wood. Just trying to figure out if I was going to be able to do any sort of tool making. Granite is not a good sign, because granite is a sign of not surface level stuff. Granite tends to be deeper, which means I've got lots more stone to get through using my crappy stone tools. And yeah, I do not have the resources on me to build more stone tools, because to do that I will need a crafting table. I don't currently have a crafting table, and I don't have any of those things. You need planks. So we're just going to keep going. Actually, we are going to keep going, and we are going to keep going Plan B efficiency style. We're going to go one block wide until we reach here. Interesting. Well, so much for one block wide. Since we only need to dig one more piece of stone, might as well have done that. The idea was switching to one block wide until we reach the end, and then we would come back, get more tools, come back and go to 2 blocks wide. But that's not necessary. interesting. I have found wood, which means I can build stuff. Okay, let's build a stairway down. To about here. We'll put another torch there. And another torch here just to really light this up. Where is the moon? Moon is over there. Moon is going down in that direction, which means we don't have too much more night left. While night is falling, I'm going to run through and grab this lot here. And possibly build a little bit of a resource alcove over here. So we've got logs, which means we have planks, which means we have a work table, crafting table, whatever you call the thing, which we will put here. And I've done that again. So we also have a chest, which we'll put here. We have resources to build a furnace, which we'll put here. Sun is coming up. We make a whole pile of sticks, and not going to build any more tools right now at this moment. We are going to chuck that away. Chuck that. I built a stack of furnaces. Okay, now let's have a look over here and see where we are. Okay, I think I know where this, come on, I think I know where this is. So we are going to continue with this down to possibly sea level, possibly not sea level, not too sure yet. But I do know this is the right way. Well, no is a strong word. I believe this is the strong way. But you could hardly tell I actually had a good night's sleep last night for the first time in a while. I think all up I had close to 11 hours sleep, which is substantially more than the usual. And pickaxe back to shovel. And we'll regular axe this tree down. Put up a torch just to give us a sign of which way is back there. And I think the idea is going to be keep going down in this direction to maybe this level. stay at this level until we get through here, which brings us to this level, and then head down to the water that way. But if we've come this far for water, might as well just keep going. Okay, so for now we are aiming for somewhere around this level, about 87. Well, 88 at the moment. And what's this? No, not this one, down here. 88. Okay, so we're coming down to 88. And we're going to stay with that for a bit. Now we just need to come back up here, find where our stairway was. That is not a stairway. Take the wool though, thank you, Mr. Dog. Feels like I'm lost again. Yeah, it definitely feels like I'm lost again. Is it over here? If I look down here, do I see something? There it is. Okay, so we're coming down to level 88. We are going to ignore the coal and just keep digging through dirt for now on our way to level 88. Grab the tree, of course. Since the game did have the decency to give me a birch tree, I will gratefully accept it. And we keep coming this way. Torch. Only 2 work days left this year for me. And having a well-deserved extended break. During which time I'm probably going to do a fair chunk of Minecraft, and I might even have a go at editing something. Isn't that something to look forward to? So you end up with this nonsense but concentrated, so we're not wasting anyone's time. You can get your full dose of nothing happening in a nicely edited 15-minute package instead of the standard 45 minutes of drivel. Won't that be fun? That's a maybe. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but I do think it would be nice to edit my videos occasionally. Where are we? 91, we're still going down. That'll be 90. That will be 89. That will be 88. So yeah, might end up editing stuff. I don't know if my computer's going to be up to that, but there's only one way to find out. So if I do suddenly stop uploading videos, it's most likely because my computer has melted due to the demands of editing. If you would also like to try editing this stuff, go right ahead. It's all there. Except for a little bit in the middle of part 4 where I had exceedingly difficult technical problems, which which I haven't actually recovered from yet. That's when I lost a 5 terabyte external hard drive that had the video on it. So some of that video has been lost forever. And YouTube is the only store of that video. Okay, we are making some progress. I've just had a look at the clock and realised this thing's been going for a while. So we might call it a day for this one. While it doesn't look like a lot of progress, this is actually something visible, so we can actually see some progress has been made. Actually, I'll stand back here just to remind me of what we're doing. Okay, so thanks for watching. I am in awe of your stamina, and I'll see you next time. Might do another one this weekend. Don't know yet. We'll see things how they turn out, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.